Right, it's 4:07. Um, I love these early mornings, man. It's fucking mad. My cousin, he's been waking up at 7 in the morning as well, trying to fix his life as well. And he said to me, he said, "Cuz, did you ever realize that there's 3 hours between 9 and 12?" And it sounds stupid, but it's like the amount of shit that is getting done before it hits midday. It's just mad now. It's like, I really feel the 24 hours in the day now. And before I didn't, my life would just fly ahead of me, you know? And even though my goal every day is to just do one thing that there's a lot of friction between me doing, something that I really don't want to be doing, but I have to do. Just one of those. Everything else, I'll try and do more of that as a bonus, but I will never hold it against myself if I fail to do that. But my ability to action on this is so much better now that I'm waking up at 4 in the morning. Now that I have this morning, now that I have these hours where I know I'm undistracted by the world, because how can the world distract me right now? They're asleep. Anyway, so yesterday's review, I think my goals were to meal prep and obviously go gym. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, they're my goals. So I did go to the gym. I did legs. Had a pretty slow session. Didn't push myself crazy hard, but I still turned up. Came back. I didn't work on the program. I didn't do any education in that space at all yesterday. It wasn't in my plan, but it is part of the protocol. So I'm annoyed at myself with that. I wasn't distracting myself with instant gratification, so that's a win. And I was doing other productive tasks a good amount of time of the day, but there was a lot of the time of the day of just me being really tired, lying on my bed, procrastinating, that I could have made up for it. But I'm not holding myself to a standard of complete productivity, or else you're fucking up. I'm not going to do that because I know where that leads. I know the cycle of that. So tomorrow was a win, and I'll tell you why it was a win, because I did do my meal prep. I made a fish pie. I've never made a fish pie before. Taught myself. Made a banging fish pie. Now I've got adequate meals with enough protein and certainly enough calories to keep me going for the next 2 days. Don't have to think about cooking. And if I get the energy, I can make a second meal so that I can alternate dishes so I don't get as bored. So that's the game. That's how you gain weight. You got to meal prep. You got to make sure your food tastes amazing, and you got to make sure it's calorie dense. Right. Today, obviously we're going gym, doing pool. I just got a message from my dad. I just read it. He's saying that he wants to go gym at 6:30 today. So I've got a choice to either just go right after this recording or go at 6:30. I think because I didn't do my training for Imperium Academy, learning the consulting business, I think it makes sense for me to just, as soon as this recording's done, I've got some food in the oven right now, is to just sit down, crack on with that 2 hour block of work. By the time I'm done at 6:30, I'll go gym with him. And then if I fail to do any work related to that, the Imperium Academy, at least I managed to get 2 hours done before I started my day properly, if that makes sense, right? My family's putting crazy pressure on me right now, man. Crazy pressure. It's the challenge of today is, for me, is like knowing that this is the first time in my life that I truly, truly, truly believe in myself, and I've cut every vice out, and it's a by any means mentality now, you know, like I will sort my life out. But they've seen me for the last 6 years, and there's no words or shift in my tone or attitude that they can see right now. And I can't even get angry at them because it's the life. that I built myself up until now. I can't hate on them for not seeing my conviction. I can't, you know. If it was a stranger and they didn't see my conviction, it might annoy me a bit, I'll be honest. But these man, they have every right. And so yeah, there's a lot of pressure that is making me pivot my attention away from this Imperium Academy. So I've got to work on that. It's hard, man. It's hard. I feel really dialed in, man. Like, just one mission, one obvious solution. I've got maybe a blessing in the fact that I've got family that just don't believe in me, because this is extra fuel. I'm getting thoughts like embarrassing them, not in a negative way, but just when I make good money, you know, money that in my head, if I can get to a point where I make, I don't know, 10 grand in a month. I don't think anyone in the family's made 10 grand in a month. You know what I mean? If I can, I'm getting ideas like making 10 grand in a month, withdrawing all 10 grand of that in the ATM, inviting everyone around, slapping it down and said, I made all of that this month. You know, thank you for not believing in me, because that motivated me to do that. Boom. Give everyone a little bit, apologize for being a dickhead this whole time. And these are silly ideas, whatever. I get it. It might sound stupid, but like, I'm not thinking about these things in terms of, yeah, this is definitely what I'm going to do and that's what's motivating. It's more like, I just want them to be happy that they were wrong, and be happy that this family has got a grandchild out of all the cousins who decided to step up and take control of this house since my grandma died and contribute in that way. So that's where my mind is, man. Very dialed in on that. I'm not really struggling with discipline in any capacity. I feel like the only, you know what, actually, obviously I've got all of this extra time now that I don't use instant gratification, and I found myself getting into one new habit, which is I'm on ChatGPT a lot, and I'm talking about my business ideas and refining ideas for content and stuff like that. But I have noticed there is some sort of instant gratification-esque feeling there, because that thing likes to agree with you, and I reckon that's where that comes from, where the sort of, you really want to keep talking to it. So I need to nip that one in the bud. I've noticed I've been less on airplane mode, so I need to do that. I've been replying to people quicker. I need to be more on airplane mode and stop doing that, because I'm waiting for them to reply. The brain is always looking for that dopamine, innit? So those are the things I've noticed. I'm going to leave it at that, because I just want to fucking get to my life. Like, I want to start my education right now. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to stay consistent, and I'm going to get there by any means.